Hey everybody, so I was at HEB and I was looking around and I found a wine that was super intriguing. And I was just going to buy grape jelly, but I decided to pick this up too, along with a couple other wines. But here's the thing, my wife can't take away an HEB card because there's no such thing. So I can still buy wine there and just get in trouble, but not actually lose the ability to purchase stuff. So with that being said, let's take a look at this Pinot Grigio that had skin contact. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, if you end up liking today's video, maybe subscribe, like, send it to a friend, share it on your favorite Facebook group, do a whole bunch of things, roast me in the comments about how I can't seem to open this foil and remove the capsule and get into this wine, because apparently that's a thing. Let's just skip ahead to me talking about the wine. Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be reviewing the 2020 Paladin Pinot Grigio. And as you see, this is not your typical Pinot Grigio color. So here's the deal. Pinot Grigio is actually like a bluish gray grape, Pinot Grigio. So it has this sort of almost like red grape look to it, especially if it over ripens. But when it's expressed, it creates this really nice, light, white wine, as long as it doesn't have skin contact. If it has skin contact, then you'll get something like this. However, the first sentence on the back of this bottle talks about that. So it says, the process of delicate cold maceration of the fruit at low temperatures for Pinot Grigio Rosé is how the great, elegant copper color with a pink shade is attained. And then it goes on to aromas and all that other stuff, and as soon as I read aromas, I don't want to know about that. But, so this basically says it's a cold maceration process in which there is skin contact, and that's why you get this coloration. So, let's go ahead and get to the color. And I know, before I even get to that step, there was a video I made not too long ago in which I would shot the video at like midnight, and I was really tired, and I needed content for the next day. And I kind of talked about how I didn't think that you could actually get a white wine from a red grape. And yeah, I'm totally attributing that to just being exhausted when I shot the video. Because you can do that, it's how to make champagne. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the color now. So from a color standpoint, I don't agree with them. I don't think it's copper. I'm gonna say it's a pale pink. No artifacts, no cloudiness. It's very pale pink. On the nose, oh man, that's so cool though. It really does smell like Pinot Grigio. Kind of this like red apple, this pear. Now I will say there is a very, very slight cherry blossom note on this. And maybe a touch of raspberry as well. There's a little bit of lemon. And overall that's pretty much it. I mean it's not too complex. But most Pinot Grigio isn't. However, how does it taste? Off dry, light body. I guess the way to describe the way this tastes is it's the inverse of the palate. So I was getting the slight cherry, I was getting the slight raspberry, and then I was getting a lot of red apple and a lot of pear. But I'm getting more of those red fruits than I am of anything else, except on going into the finish, the red apple ramps up and just really goes. The citrus is very tame overall. And there's also a slight honeydew taste to this, like honeydew melon. So it does have some different fruits. I mean, not a ton, maybe about 4 or 5, but it is a little bit more complex than your typical Pinot Grigio that you just grab off the shelf and taste. But how good is it? Let's get to the blick. So from a balance standpoint, yeah, I'm gonna give you a full point. I actually think that this wine is very well in balance. Length, almost a clean finish, no points. Intensity, medium on the nose, medium on the palate, half a point. In complexity, there's really hardly any complexity to this wine. Still is a little bit more complex than your average Pinot Grigio. And so for that, I'll go ahead and give you a half a point. So in the end, that's good. I mean, you're not a bad wine. I don't regret buying this whatsoever, especially for something that I never see around in my area. Finally seeing it on the shelf was really cool, and it wasn't in the rosé section, it was in the Italian wine section. So they're even not really marketing it as a rosé, even though it says rosé, and maybe the people stocking the shelf are a little confused, but that's all besides the point. What I am here to say though is that this wine's not that bad. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the Paladin Pinot Grigio Rosé? Rosé, because the whole thing. I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime. In the meantime, I'm totally gonna go downstairs and have my wife taste this and just see what she thinks of it, because it really is kind of a trippy thing, but not in a bad way, in a really cool way. I'll see y'all later.